Good morning, viewer. Bienvenue. As a breaking news. Today, little has been known about people living in northwestern Saudi Arabia during the Neolithic. The period, traditionally defined by the shift to humans controlling food production and settling into communities with agriculture and domesticated animals. The piecemeal evidence available hinted traditional ideas, of small struggling groups constantly on the move across the barren lands needed to be revisited. Now, an Australian-led team has released new research in the journal Levant on monumental buildings we call standing stone circles. The findings are helping to rewrite what we know about the people who lived on this land between 6,500 and 800 years ago. Our evidence reveals what they ate, what tools they used, and even the jewelry they wore. It leads us to think these people were not struggling so much after all, but rather had found complex and strategic ways to thrive on the land for millennia. Over the first 5 years, our team of researchers has studied 431 standing stone circles in the Al Ula and Khyber regions of northwest Saudi Arabia. As part of an ongoing project sponsored by the Royal Commission of Al Ulia, of the 431 structures, 52 have been surveyed in detail and 11 excavated. Our latest findings come from a selection of buildings found on the Harat Ularid, a volcanic plateau formed over millennia. The dense clusters of standing stone circles on that Harat show us how complex these mobile pastoralist communities actually were. We also removed and also recovered remnants left behind by the people who lived in these buildings for more than 1000 years. We used a range of modern and traditional techniques to tackle the practical limitations of working in such a remote and rugged landscape. Aerial survey by helicopter helped us identify examples of the dwellings across 40,000 square kilometers of basalt and sandy deserts. Drones were also used to make plans of the sites, some almost these hectares in size. Ours is the first published evidence for domestic architectures from this period. These buildings are substantial, between 4 and 8 meters wide. They are formed by two concentric rows of large stones placed end to end in a circle. We theorize the space created between the two rows of stone acted as a foundation for timber posts wedged between the rows to support the dwelling's roof. Another slab in the center supported a central timer post lashed to it. Based on the tools and animal remains we have found, we think we occupants probably threw animal skins across the top of the structures to enclose it, forming a roof of sorts. These structures, which we think of more as shelters than houses, were used for any and all activities. Inside we found evidence of stone tool making, cooking and eating, as well as lost and broken tools used for processing animal hides. Our analysis of the animal bones found inside the structures shows these people mostly ate domesticated species such as goats, sheep and smaller number of cattle. They supplemented these with wild species such as gazelles and birds. This means they could respond to changes in their environment with flexibility, giving them resilience at a time when climate change would have been affecting the availability of water and vegetation. This adaptability also extended to their use of plants. They left behind many greenstone slabs of basalt worn flat by the greening of wild grasses and local plants. Behind this exclusive report.